Attention! This video is fake and has no relation to any real events. I do not own any of the tones used in the video. And if playing said tones on there, you may cause mass panic and confusion and may spend time in jail or have to pay a fine. Do not copy this video, as it goes against copyright laws. This video may have sounds some people may be prone to, like sirens or the tones, if you are prone to sounds like these. Then I recommend watching another video. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Please stay tuned for a message from the emergency alert system. This message is a statewide message. After the tone that follows, important information will follow. This message may explain about information and instructions that may be crucial for your survival, depending on the situation. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Poison Control Center. More air conditioners, window fans, and car fans have been producing carbon monoxide instead of oxygen. The other main air conditioning and window fan companies with carbon monoxide include General Electric, TCL, Comfort Zone, and Lasco. The other main car companies with carbon monoxide include GMC, BMW, Ibishu, Mercury, and Subaru. Stay tuned for more information on this situation.
Why have I been coughing so much? Gosh, this is happening statewide now. Why am I coughing so violently now? I just vomited all over the floor. Oh, I'm getting nauseous and tired. Oh gosh. No, I forgot to turn on my air conditioning. You kidding me? I think I've been in here for hours. Is that why I've been coughing so much? What is that? Oh god, no. Oh gosh, I gotta go tell them. I can barely walk. I just fell on the floor. I just threw up again. All over myself. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Oh.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Poison Control Center, along with many chemical safety agencies. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test.
A test is a test that is not a test. That is a test that you can test for a test. That is not an experimental test. That is experimental and not a test. That is not experimental and is not experimental at all and is not experimental and therefore is not experimental and is not experimental in any way other than the experimental one. That is experimental and is not experimental and is experimental and not experimental at all. Ah.
This message has two alerts. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Providence Police Department and the Rhode Island Emergency Management Agency. We are now receiving reports of a hijacking of the emergency alert system. This hijacking talks about tests and experiments, and it is currently unclear who had hijacked. The next message is transmitted at the request of the Rhode Island Emergency Management Agency, the Poison Control Center, and many chemical safety agencies. The carbon monoxide that has been coming out of air conditioners, window fans, and car fans have been tested and studied by scientists, and it has been shown and proven that it is actually not carbon monoxide, and is actually a newly discovered chemical named carbon americium. It is extremely dangerous, and has the following symptoms of breathing, violent coughing, sore throat, headache, fever, weakness, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, confusion, blurred vision, drowsiness, loss of taste or smell, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, loss of muscle control, loss of consciousness, chest pain, memory loss, personality changes, movement problems, brain damage, anxiety, heart damage, heart attacks, hallucinations, and death. It is unknown why this is currently happening. Stay tuned for more information on this dangerous situation.
Oh gosh, what happened to the signal? There we go.
Today, we have received breaking news about the emergency alert system, as well as a newly discovered chemical. First off, we have been informed about a hijacking of the emergency alert system. The EAS was broadcasting a message to the public about a newly discovered and deadly chemical, but in the middle of the message, it got hijacked by an unknown person, who then talks about tests and experiments. Next, we have received multiple reports of a new chemical coming out of air conditioners, window fans, and car fans. This chemical was originally thought of to be carbon monoxide. However, this is actually not the case. It is actually a newly discovered chemical that is called carbon americium. It is extremely dangerous and has severe symptoms if breathed in, and hospitals are receiving multiple patients coming in with severe symptoms. Live from Rhode Island Hospital is my correspondent Allison. Allison, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I can see multiple patients coming in. It is an absolute nightmare. Hospitals are almost at their full capacity. I don't want to inhale this chemical, so I'm going to leave this hospital immediately. Back to you, Julie.
Thanks, Allison. We will now go to the daily weather forecast.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WPRI 12 News. We will continue furnishing news, important information and instructions for the Providence area. If you are not in the Providence area, you should tune into stations providing news and information for your local area. It is important that you listen to instructions and information for your area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone liners should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Poison Control Center, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the United States Department of Health and Safety, the United States government, as well as many chemical safety agencies across the country. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The newly discovered chemical of carbon americium has been coming out of all air conditioners, window fans, and car fans across all 50 U.S. states, including Alaska, Hawaii, and D.C. It is unknown why this is happening, and if breathed in, you would get the following symptoms: coughing, sneezing, sore throat, headache, fever, weakness, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, confusion, blurred vision, drowsiness, runny or stuffy nose, watering eyes, loss of muscle control, loss of taste or smell, loss of consciousness, chest pain, memory loss, personality changes, movement problems, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, brain damage, anxiety, heart damage, heart attacks, hallucinations, and death. We strongly advise everyone across the country to listen carefully to the following instructions. Close and lock all windows and doors. Close all fireplace dampers. Seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape or damp towels. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Put all window fans and air conditioners in a large cardboard box and the National Guard will dispose it to an undisclosed location. Do not use your vehicle unless absolutely necessary. If you suspect that carbon americium is nearby, wear an oxygen mask to prevent exposure. If you or a loved one has any of the symptoms that were previously mentioned, go to your or their local doctor's office immediately, as hospitals are not receiving any more patients due to maximum capacity. I repeat, carbon americium has been coming out of all air conditioners, window fans, and car fans across all 50 U.S. states. Stay tuned for more information on this dangerous situation.